All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Hey, if you're fired up to hear from Bo Barbin tonight, I need you to make some noise. Come on, let me hear it. Let's go, let's go. Guys, could not be more excited, truly. This is 9 weeks deep of Grit Boot Camp. Every Tuesday, you guys have showed up and you've showed out. So really quick, I want a round of applause for yourselves. Let's hear it, let's hear it. No, guys, truly, like, I hope that you can feel it. And for those of you vets in the room, like, I hope you guys feel it. And I know that you've seen that, guys, like, we've done more training pre-summer than we have in years. Like, that fires me up, truly. Up until this point, right, like, we've learned everything from from A all the way to Z of, like, what to say in the sales pitch. Tonight, though, we get to hear from Bo, and he's going to talk about, in my eyes, the stuff that, like, really, really matters, actually. Like, how to put it into practice and how all of this hard work that you've been doing in the preseason, how it will pay off and what it will take for it to pay off, if that makes sense. So I'll come back to Bo in a minute. Really quick, guys, to roll through housekeeping. So tomorrow for our Golden Door Lab, it's happened every Wednesday. For those of you guys that enrolled into that, you vets, Wednesday at 3 p.m., we get to hear from the GOAT, Zach Seeger. So be here. It'll be in person and virtually. Those of you guys that enrolled in the Golden Door Lab. Guys, next Wednesday. Who knows what we have next Wednesday? Who knows? Next Wednesday, guys. Next Wednesday is Rookie Day. From 9 a.m. until 6 p.m., it's when we do all the rep photo shoots, okay? So your manager should tell you exactly when to come in that time window to come and get your photos taken for the summer. Does that make sense? Okay, don't let it be missed. Don't miss the announcement. Photos are being taken from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. So come during that time window or you just won't have photos for this upcoming summer. Are we clear? Yes or yes? All right. That night, guys, at 7 p.m., it's the summer showcase, okay? I don't know what you have on your schedules. This is the most important thing that you will have all week. Whether you're a rookie or you're a vet or you're a team lead or a regional, it doesn't matter. It's the summer showcase at 7 p.m. I would plan on it going till at least 9 p.m., 2 hours. That's where you will be able to experience what the entirety of the summer will look like, what the competitions will look like, how recognition will be done. Guys, literally everything. Like how you will execute on this thing we call the ramp, right? Like how you will compete, how matchups are done. And so if you want to know what the summer will look like, next Wednesday at 7 p.m., that's where you will find out. It'll be right here, main stage. Don't be late, 7 p.m. at Grid HQ. Clear? Yes or yes? Okay, one more time. Yes or yes? Okay. Thursday and Friday, guys, is our GPS. It's our Grit Progress Series. To qualify, you either need to be a vet or a one-step rookie. A one-step rookie means you haven't onboarded a recruit. So you have until the end of the week, I believe. Yeah. You have until Sunday if you don't have a recruit to get a recruit, get them onboarded and RSVP for GPS. That's Wednesday and Thursday. They're all-day conferences. You will not want to miss. You will not want to miss if you don't have a recruit and you're a rookie. I would go to all ends of the earth over the next 4 days to find one. I know you can find one. Like guys, like people don't have plans for the summer, right? The semester's coming to a close. They don't have plans. They haven't been fully recruited yet. Like get them to come in and take a meeting, and let's get you guys the GPS. Okay, 2 more things. Guys, 2 weeks from now, so this is the last session of Grit Boot Camp. In 2 weeks, for those of you guys that know Noah Tolley, he's a 2-time Golden Door winner. He is starting, call it a community, call it a group, call it whatever you want, called Grit and Grace. He ran a podcast last year called Grit and Grace, not tying to the Grit brand. And a lot of it is kind of like how to overcome, anxiety, depression, while going and like conquering amazing things and being highly successful. So he will be doing a training 2 weeks from now, 7 p.m. It'll be Tuesday night on April 31st. For anyone wanting to like just understand more of like, okay, I think I have these mental blocks. How do I remove these mental blocks and go conquer massive things in life? That's the whole point of this thing that Noah is doing. And so if you want to know more about it, come 2 weeks from now. I promise that everyone in this group could benefit from it. I wish that I had something like this when I sold. So I'm super, super, super fired up for what Noah's doing. And we've been working on it for the last couple months. So I know a ton has gone into it. So that's 2 weeks from now. I'm sure a text will go out. You'll see it on Instagram. But if you are in town, come on in for it. Okay, last thing, guys. We've all moved from rippling, right? So show of hands. If you've done Grit U through Thinkific, raise your hand. When it was on Thinkific. Okay, about half the room. So, guys, the second half got dropped into rippling. Reach out to your manager if you are having trouble accessing it. Throughout yesterday, today, tomorrow, I'm sure we're working through some kinks. So be patient, but by the end of the week, you should have full access to the full version of Grit University. And for it to be way clear, guys, if you're a first-year rep, you will not have access to pest routes or the app that you will use to sell until you complete Grit University. You won't. So if you get out to market and you don't have it done, you will sit your butt in your apartment and do Grit University until you have it done and until you have the pitch memorized. Does that make sense? You have to do it. So as soon as it gets out, right, or as soon as you get full access to it, guys, do it, finish it, complete it, have the pitch memorized, and do that before the end of the week. Again, you have to have it done. You just won't even have access to your selling app until you have it done. Make sense? Okay. Guys, last thing, building etiquette, like take care of the building. A lot of people are coming into town next week, which means you get to meet everyone. Like next Wednesday, there will be motion at the building. Another reason why you got to be on time for whatever your team is assigned for the rep photo shoot hour. But that also means that like this place will be mayhem. So like clean up after yourselves. Be respectful. Treat it as your own home. If you see trash, throw it away. If the locker rooms are gross, clean them up. Like throw towels in the bin. Like just treat this as your own home. That's the last thing that I would ask. Okay, guys, for all the boring stuff, we're done with it, and now we get to learn from Bo. So, guys, I had the privilege and honor of, managing and training Bo his rookie summer. Normally, I have someone else come up and introduce Bo, but I really wanted to, especially because, like, in years past, I have given a similar training, not the same training. Like, I'm so excited for Bo to give this training. But this is the stuff that, like, I truly care about. And, Bo made the comment when I assigned this last week to him, which is called, what's it called? Seizing the opportunity. He's like, dude, I might not be the guy for that. There's people that have sold more than me, yada, yada, yada. There's more golden doors. And I'm like, dude, none of that shit matters because it really doesn't. Guys, like what Bo's going to talk about tonight, it has nothing to do with sales. It has nothing to do with pest control. It has everything to do with life. Straight up. And like, guys, I'm a firm believer, and the reason why I'm so passionate about this industry is the doors will teach you the hard lessons that life needs you to learn. And so what I would hope more than anything tonight, guys, is like you learn from someone like Bo that, in my eyes, gets it more than almost anyone in the industry. He truly gets it. He understands what it takes. He understands that, like, the more you put in is actually the more you get out in life. Like, dude, I've known Bo for a long, long time. He went to high school with my little brothers. I've known him since, probably for the last 10 years. And, like, I think so highly of Bo. And so I don't think that there's anyone in our company that could talk about the stuff that he's going to talk about tonight that would be better suited than Bo. He crushed as a rookie, right? He didn't think that sales was long-term, but he was like, no, I got to go out. If I could do a second year with you guys, I got to go sell 400 and I got to make 200K. And he did that. Right? Year 1, he was a top 5 rookie. Year 2, he went and doubled and did that. Year 3, he went out and sold, he'll probably talk about it, but sold 150K, above what his original goal was. And then last year, he ran one of the best teams that we have. And so, guys, like, be dialed tonight. I'm serious. Like, if you think you know the pitch now, I promise you that won't serve you if you don't apply the stuff that Bo talks about. Like, you will get absolutely whomped in market. You will get your butt kicked. You will get kicked off every porch. You won't get sales, and you probably won't be successful this summer. And so, guys, with all that being said, let's sit up straight, shoulders back, be attentive, ask questions, participate, and let's give it up for the absolute guy, Michael Bo Barbin.
Is this on? It's working? Cool. Guys, fired up to be here. Thanks for being here. Full house. Give it up for yourselves. Let's go. Come on. It's awesome. We got standing room only in the back. That fires me up. Guys, thanks for being here. Not because I'm training, but because you guys are here to be great. That's what fires me up. That's why I do this whole door-to-door pest control thing. I promise I'm not passionate about killing bugs, as cool as that is. It's like, this is what I'm passionate about. This is the good stuff. This is what fires me up. I'm so stoked to be here. I know all of you guys could be watching the World Baseball Classic right now, watching USA kick Venezuela's butt. But hey, we're here doing this thing. Thanks for being here. It means a lot. With that being said, though, guys, I would be remiss if we didn't recap what's already been said by all the other speakers that have spoken on the last 9 trainings. I want to hear some takeaways from you guys. Do I have a mic runner? I do? Cool. I want to hear some takeaways from the last 8 trainings. What have you guys learned so far as the pitch goes? Intro, service, pricing, program, closing. I want to hear. What are some takeaways up to this point? Yeah.
One of the biggest takeaways for me is clarity creates deals and confusion kills deals.
Clarity creates deals, confusion kills deals. Huge takeaway. I love that. There was one right in the back, if you can pass it back.
The intros to blow through the smoke screens and move to the chains to get into the service.
I love that. Nobody was ever sold in the intro. Everybody's sold in the service. So the only point of the intro is to get to the service. I love it. What else? I want to hear 2 more.
I love what Bennett said. When in doubt, just twist. That was huge.
When in doubt, twist, right? It's all about the customer. Do you think they care about your truck route? No, they don't care. They care about what bothers them. That's huge. Great takeaway. One more hand right here, Drew. Drew's getting his cardio in.
Let's go.
What a blessing.
My biggest takeaway was also from Bennett, just a mindset thing, really. And then also he brought up the fact about like twisting on other things than just the bugs or weather. So that was huge.
I love that. I love that. Okay, guys, we're going to move on. It seems like you guys have been super attentive. Raise your hand if you've been at more than 5 of these trainings. Raise them high. Let's go. Give it up for yourselves. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, guys, up to this point, right, we've been talking about all the good stuff, like as far as like the sales pitch goes. My training today is going to be just a little bit different. Not saying that those things aren't important. They are, and we're going to go into all this stuff. But I'm going to talk about a few different things today. Like Drew said, we're going to talk about some life stuff. We're going to get deep. We're going to get into it. Before we do, though, this is a little bit about me. So I've been doing this whole door-to-door sales thing for 4 years. Like Drew said, when I started it, I was going to use this as a parlay to get into like investment banking or med device sales or the business world. That was what I wanted to do. I was like, hey, I'm going to go make a bag. I'm going to go out and make some money. I'm going to come home, and I'm going to parlay it into the next venture in my life. That was kind of the goal, right? Like Drew said, I never thought I would do it a second summer. I decided to run it back. So in 2022, I went out. I just got home from my mission. I went out that year. I was the number 4 rookie in the company. What's cool now is like the number 4 rookie in the company this year, I think, did like $385K or something like that. So it's way better for you than it was for me. What a blessing. Like the ramp is ramping. So that year I went out, did $244K. What's crazy though is at some point within that summer, I literally had a training with Drew, and I had my voice like this, like my phone like this on the voice memo app. And I'm like, hey Drew, not interested. I need to talk to my wife. I need to think about it. And I would literally listen to that every day. I had that thing memorized like the back of my hand. You could have woke me up in the middle of the night, and you could have been like, what does Drew say to the spouse objection? And I would have said like when he said like. I would have said when he said I would have paused when he paused. Like, I had that so dialed in. But Drew did 1.3 million that summer. And I did 244K with the same pitch. That's crazy. Was his pitch $1 million better than mine? Maybe. I don't think it was. It was quite a bit better, but I'm going to start getting into that today. What was the difference between Drew and me my rookie summer? Because it obviously wasn't just what I was saying on the porch. So then in year 2, I'm like, okay, I want to start figuring out what that is. So I go out, 2023, go to Indy with Preston and the boys, do 450K that summer. We had a short summer because I married my smoke show wife here, Ansley. Give it up for Ansley. She's here. Let's go. Talk about seizing the opportunity. Come on. Let's go. Fire me up. So went out that next summer, did 450K, cruised home, got married. Now, in 2024 and 2025, the reason that I have that underlined is because this is when I shifted the way that I viewed the job. It was different in 2024, and it was different in 2025. And I'm going to break down some of these breakthroughs that I had. Guys, it's taken me 4 years to have these breakthroughs. It's taken me 4 years. I'm going to give it all to you guys in 40 minutes. But you guys need to be locked in with me. I'm going to be quick. It's going to be brief. But like, be locked in with me. I'm going to give you 4 years of breakdowns in the next 40 minutes. You guys locked in with me? Okay, let's go. So 2025, this last year, go to Columbus. By the way, I went and did the Golden Door thing. Like Drew said, people have sold more than me. People have done more Golden Doors than me. Not that many though. And like, I'm super proud of that. I've done it at a high level. I've been super successful at this job. And I wouldn't say it's because I'm the most skilled. I think I have a good pitch. I think my pitch is good enough. But like, ultimately, it's because of the stuff I'm going to talk about today. I think like mentality and like the way that I view the job is a little bit unique, and it gives me an edge on everybody else. And I think that's why I've been able to be successful. And you can see here where it's underlined, you can see like my production skyrocketed. I went from 450K to 803K. My downline exploded. And then 2025, my downline exploded again. So in my 4 summers, I've done 2,100 accounts and just over $2 million in personal revenue. So why this training? Has anybody seen this movie? Raise your hand high if you've seen it. Okay. It's an old one. If you haven't seen it, don't watch it. The movie actually like full-blown sucks. I actually do not like this movie. But I think that this is an important principle here. So this is Alice. She's in Wonderland. She's walking down, and there's a fork in the road. There's 2 paths that she can take. There's a Cheshire cat in the middle of the path. She looks up at the Cheshire cat. She's like, well, where should I go? Which road should I take? And the Cheshire cat's like, well, where do you want to go? She's like, I don't know. He's like, okay, then either road will take you there. She's like, well, shoot. That makes sense. And so the point of the training today, guys, is there's always going to be 2 roads in the summer, right? There's going to be 2 stories you can pick from, and I'm going to go through all this stuff. There's going to be a story that helps you, and there's going to be a story that hinders you. And if you don't know which one to take and you don't decide today which one you're going to take, I promise it's going to be so easy to walk down the road that hinders you. And you don't want to be hindered. This job's hard enough as it is. If you have odds stacked against you, that's not fun. And so I want to give you guys the best hand so that you guys can go out and play poker at the highest level, win the most amount of money, have the best experience, and ultimately change your life in the 12 weeks of the summer. Is it making sense? You guys with me? Cool. Going into it. So, few definitions that are important. I'm going to talk a lot about will meter today, and I'm going to talk a lot about skill meter. Okay, so far we've talked about skill meter, like confusion kills deals, clarity creates deals, twisting, building value. A lot of the stuff that you guys have talked about, that's going to be a skill meter thing. That's where you stand on the porch. That's your tonality. That's smoke screens. That's overcoming objections. That's the whole 9 yards, right? Like, this stuff is super important. And ultimately, it's like your training, what you've been doing to get ready pitch-wise. Now, my will meter is completely different, and both of them are super important. But this is going to be more work ethic. This is my integrity. Guys, this is having relentless effort. Relentless effort. I hope you guys notice I'm not saying effort. I'm saying relentless effort, because you have to be relentless in this job if you're going to be good. It's having a standard. Guys, I'm not married to a goal or an outcome. I'm not married to a goal or an outcome. I'm married to a standard. I'm like, what is a Golden Door rep? I'm married to the standard of what a Golden Door rep is, not necessarily the goal itself. I'm going to walk through that in a second. Guys, this is positivity. Most of the time, guys, this stuff's a choice, and I'm going to go into all this stuff here throughout the rest of the training. Now, this is what average reps do, because when you get out there in the summer, like, for example, where's Dallin Peterson? See here? There's the guy right there. Greatest rookie of all time. Give it up for the guy. So, guys, Dallin, you guys may have listened to his podcast. It's actually crazy. So, Dallin drops out of school, and he quits his job so that he can train full-time. And he's literally training, and he's training, and he's training, and he's role-playing, and he's doing it for hours and hours a day. I mean, it's no wonder he goes out and he absolutely crushes it. But, guys, when he got out in the summer, do you think his skill meter was all the way maxed out? No. It still wasn't maxed out. So, guys, the first day you knock doors will be the worst you'll ever be at knocking doors. That's a bar, and you guys should remember that. Every single day that you knock doors, you're going to be better than you were the previous day. So your skill's going to naturally rise as the summer goes on. Now, what'll happen, though, and this is the trap, is as your skill increases, it's going to be tempting for you to drop your will because you can get similar results because your skill is rising. And so you let your increase in skill compensate for a lack in willpower. Now, what's crazy, though, is willpower and skill is totally correlated. For example, if I'm a rookie and I go my first day and I'm selling, and I get through my intro 50 times, how much better do you think I'll be at my service the next day? Way better. Now, if I get through my service 25 times, how much better am I going to be at pricing? Way better. If I get through my pricing 50 times that day, how much better am I going to be at closing and racking? I'm going to be way better. And so it starts compounding, and you start rolling. But if my willpower is low and I'm sitting on a curb or an electrical box, which, by the way, an electrical box is way dangerous. Don't sit on them. But if I'm out there and my willpower drops and I'm not getting through my pitch, and I don't believe that I can, and I'm being lazy, or I'm not being deliberate, or I'm just having effort and not relentless effort, how fast will my skill meter increase? Pretty slow, if at all. And so these two things are very correlated. This is what average reps do. Why do we get different results at the grit? Because we view the job differently. I'm not sitting here and telling you guys like all this fugazi stuff. Like, this stuff's legit. And so like, if you keep your will meter totally maxed out, your skill meter will match it. Don't be the guy that when your skill gets high, that your will meter drops. That's going to be the ultimate trap, and it's a huge threat to you in your summer. This is what the top reps do. And this is what I started connecting the dots with Drew, right? It's like, was Drew's pitch $1 million better than mine in Philly? Probably not. I had the same exact pitch as him. He had something figured out as far as will meter goes. And nobody, by the way, has a higher will meter than Drew, other than, like, I don't know, maybe Brock Grieve. Those guys are dogs. But it's like, when the will meter is maxed out, at some point, for all of you rookies, second years, third years, whoever, your skill meter is never maxed. It can always get better. But at some point, your skill is going to match your will. And that's when the job becomes fun. It becomes a sport. It becomes a game. You're no longer, like, stressed and anxious and scared. You don't wake up with a pit in your stomach anymore, because now it's like, oh, it's a game. I got this. And it's totally different. And that's when your results start to skyrocket. So I want to use this analogy of your mind being a garden, okay? I want to talk to potential threats of your will meter, because the biggest threats to your guys' summer will be a drop in will. I'm going to say it again. The biggest threats to your guys' summer is going to be a drop in will. If your will drops, you're not going to have the summer you want. You won't hit your goals, I promise. If your will meter stays high, you'll have a life-changing opportunity in this whole door-to-door sales thing. And so I'm going to use the analogy of a garden. I read this book a couple years back. I'm totally obsessed with it. For all my guys that are here, they're probably like laughing because I feel like I talk about this almost every day. But it's this book called As a Man Thinketh. And my first invitation to you, write it down, is you guys should totally listen to it on your way out to market. Most of you guys are going to have a long drive. Listen to As a Man Thinketh on your way out to market, or buy it. It's literally 90 pages. It's $5. Some of you guys will read it. It'll change your summer. Some of you guys won't. And you might have you might be very tempted to drop your will meter. But this guy, James Allen, he uses this analogy of your mind being a garden. And as a gardener, if I'm not tending my garden, what tends to happen to my garden? Weeds grow, right? There's fertile soil. When I have a garden, there's going to be the soil is fertile. And so your brain is very fertile soil. If you're not thinking about anything, you're lying. It's impossible. You're thinking about something. And if you're not super intentional and deliberate on what's in your garden, in your mind, weeds are going to start to grow. Guys, if weeds overtake your garden, your will meter will be cooked. You cannot let weeds overtake your garden. And so I'm going to give you some antidotes in here today. So, on this idea of your mind being a garden, this is like a weed-infested garden here. This is going to be bad narratives, right? I'm going to go through a couple examples of what weeds can look like. A lot of times they come in disguise. For example, let's say I'm a rookie. I'm driving out to Hood, and I'm with a veteran, and I'm like, oh, this vet actually knows what he's doing. This guy is dialed. He knows what he's doing. Cool. And this veteran drops me off, and he's like, oh, dude, you got dropped in an area with vinyl siding? Oh, dude, nobody buys in the vinyl siding areas. Like, good luck, bro. It's like, do you guys think that they make a survey where it's like, oh, you have vinyl siding house? Do you buy from solicitors? Yes or no? If you say yes, you can't buy these houses. It's like, no, dude, it's ridiculous. But these are narratives that'll happen in your brain. And it's funny because I can see a lot of people smiling and laughing. It's like, oh, I'd never think that. It's ridiculous. I promise when a vet says some crazy stuff, which isn't true, it's going to be very tempting. Now, you're going to want to believe it. Again, going to the Cheshire Cat. Which road do you want to go down? I don't know. If you don't have your mind made up, it's going to be really easy to pick the road that hinders you, not the road that helps you. Loss of belief. This is a big one. I'm a rookie, I get out to market. I'm a second year, I get out to market. I'm a third year, I get out to market. It's like, oh, this job is way harder than I remember. This isn't like Grit U. Holy crap, this isn't a role play anymore. This is like real life. Like, I don't know if I can do this. I start losing belief. That's a weed, it's a cancer, it'll kill your summer. It'll kill your will meter. Pessimism, right? Like, guys, this is a bar. If you're writing this down, please write this down. You don't experience life. You experience the life that you focus on. You don't experience life. You experience the life that you focus on. I'm going to go into this later. It's a huge idea. Guys, I promise, if you're looking for stuff that's wrong during the summer, it's going to be readily available to you. I promise. There's going to be stuff that goes wrong all the time. And so if you're looking for it, you'll find it. And it's going to be about all that you can see. Operations. For example, do you guys think that you're going to have a cancel this year before they get sprayed? Yes. And it's going to be funny because probably all of you will call your manager and you're going to be like, bro, what the heck? The tech was 30 minutes late. They canceled my job. I can't believe this, bro. And at that point, it's like, oh, well, why even sell? I had a job cancel. If I'm just working for free anyways, why would I even sell? I might as well just sit on a curb and wait for my car partner to come and get me. It's a weed that's going to crush your will meter. Comparison. Oh, bro, so-and-so is favored. The medics love that guy. They're always, dude, the only reason he's selling better than me is because he has better circumstances than I do. Whatever. Comparison is going to crush you. Stress and anxiety. Guys, this job can be super stressful, and you can have tons of anxiety if you don't have an antidote and a system for it. And I'm going to give you guys one today. But it's like it can be super stressful. For example, it's like, what if I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, I hope I don't bagel today. What do you think is going to happen? I'm going to friggin' bagel. The weeds are going to overtake me, my willpower is going to drop, and my odds of bageling skyrocket. External locus of control. Guys, every single thing that I just stated here is outside of my control. Now, if I'm focusing on things that are outside of my control, is that productive or no? Obviously not, right? So cool, this is what a good garden looks like. And this is what I want my brain to look like. This is what I want my will meter to look like. Guys, the only area that matters is the one in between your ears. The only area that matters is your garden. That's it. So this is how I combat it. Dude, I tell myself a good narrative. What a blessing. How easy is that? Law of the harvest. I'm going to go into this on this following slide. Law of the harvest is something I believe in fully. Optimism, having a standard, being grateful, and having an internal locus of control. Ultimately focusing on things that I can control, that I'm in 100% control of, that I can go out and I can maximize today. So this is going to be the choice, guys. You're going to have bad narratives on this side. You're going to have loss of belief. You're going to have pessimism, ops, comparison, all the stuff. You're going to have all of this stuff on the right side. Now, again, you're going to get to the Cheshire Cat at some point in the summer. And the Cheshire Cat's going to be like, well, where do you want to go? And if you don't know, I promise it's going to be easy to be in the red. It's going to be so easy to be in the red. That's going to be the path of least resistance if you're not careful. On the right side, though, and I want to break down in specific examples so you can understand what I'm saying. Ultimately, though, guys, which one is right and which one is wrong? Is the left side right or is the left side wrong? I don't really care. I care about which one's more productive. I'm going to say that again. I don't care which one's right or wrong. I care about which one is more productive. Ultimately, the choice is yours on which side you want to live on. Do you want to choose the right? Do you want to choose the left? Do you want to choose the crops or do you want to choose the weeds? Do you want to choose the red or do you want to choose the green? It's totally up to you, and it's ultimately going to dictate your summer. For example, bad narratives. Oh, bro, you're in brick hood, bro. These houses have brick. Nobody buys in the brick hood. Frick, dude. Now I don't believe I can sell. Or I can be like, hey, no, there's actually way more bugs in brick houses because they have way more cracks and weep holes. I'm going to go and I'm going to maximize that. It's like, oh, dude, that's totally a delusional belief that this vet has. I need to be able to understand when the Cheshire Cat comes in the version of like, hey, I'm a vet, I'm trying to help you. I need to understand if he's telling me something that's going to help me or hinder me. Ultimately, it's up to me to decide which road I travel down. Is this making sense? Awesome. Loss of belief. Guys, it's going to be so easy to lose belief, especially at the beginning, right? You're going to get out there. And is your skill meter going to be good when you get out there, even if you've trained every day going into the summer? No, you're all going to suck, and that's okay. Even if you're a second year or third year, you're all going to suck, myself included. Guys, my fourth summer this last year, So I was coming off of 800K. I was averaging like over 8 accounts a day selling. I was ripping. And I'm like, oh, dude, I'm going to go out my first day after selling 800. Everybody's going to grab their credit cards. It's owed to me. And I went out and I sold one. I've never sold one since my rookie summer. I got absolutely humbled, right? It's like, and even I had these thoughts. Oh my gosh, did I lose it? Holy crap, like, dude, did I forget how to sell? What's going on? Like, you're going to have these thoughts. That's okay. It's normal. Now, the biggest thing the antidote for this is going to be the law of the harvest. Guys, like I told you earlier, something that I believe in fully, like, dude, if I was to drop this clicker, I believe in the law of gravity that's going to hit the ground. Do you guys believe me? Drop the clicker, it'll hit the ground, right? You guys know it will. I think it's got to be the same thing with the law of the harvest. I know that if I plant a seed today, I'll harvest it tomorrow or sometime in the future. I know that if I get through my pitch as many times as possible today, oh, dude, I'm going to be so much better tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I'm going to be getting to pricing every time. By the next day, oh, I'm going the rounds with everybody. And by Friday, I'm reaping. By Saturday, I'm doubling my week. By the next week, I'm even better. And now I'm collecting. This is making sense. The law of the harvest is as real as the law of gravity. If you don't believe it, you're crazy, and I'm going to prove it to you here in a second. Pessimism versus optimism. Okay, I'm going to do an exercise, and you guys have probably done this. Look around the room right now. Find everything that you can see is red. I'll give you 5 seconds. Find everything that's red. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Think of everything that you saw that was green. You can't find it. Even those of you guys that have done the exercise, you can't find anything that's green. Open your eyes. Now, was there nothing green? Was there nothing green around you? Or did you just not notice it because you weren't looking for it? It's the same thing in the summer. Guys, if you want to find stuff that's bad in the summer, you'll find it, I promise. There's going to be plenty of things that go wrong. If you can count on one thing this summer, there's going to be things that go wrong, and you're going to find them if that's all you're looking for. My invitation to you, though, is pick the thing that's good about the summer. Pick the things that are going well and focus on those, because if that's what I'm focusing on, that's what I'm going to experience. Guys, you don't experience the summer. You experience the summer you focus on. My invitation to you is don't pick which one is right or wrong. Pick which one is most productive. Don't pick which one is right or wrong. Pick the one that's productive. Cool. Operations, story time. So, guys, operations sometimes might not be dialed, and that's okay. Sometimes that happens, and I'm going to be expecting that. That way, if they are dialed, what a blessing. I'm out there in Portland. This is when I did 811 accounts. I'm out there in Portland, and I pay this guy a couple grand to come out and be my personal tech. In the state of Oregon that year, there was a bunch of regulations. It's way better now. But back then, there was all these regulations, and it was really hard to hire technicians. And so what ended up happening is we had to take my technician and put him on some of the rest of the team so that the whole team's operations would be better. Guys, what was crazy that summer is I sold 989 accounts that summer. I had 811 get sprayed. So I had like 180, give or take, accounts that canceled pre-initial. My commission percentage is 65%. That's 180,000 of revenue. You can do the math. That's a dagger. That hurts. That hurts. Now, I could have chose either side. I could have chose this side. I could have been like, oh, operations are bad. Like, dude, I might as well just go home after the technicians go home. They're all off at 5 o'clock. I'll just work till 5, and everything gets same day. Anything that's booked out to the next day, I'm just going to be done. I'm going to go home and kick it with my wife. I totally could have done that. And would I have been valid? Was I telling myself the truth there? Were my accounts canceling? I don't care. I don't care what's right or wrong. I care about what's productive. What's way more productive, though, is on this side. I say, hey, no, my accounts are canceling. That's okay. But I'm going to do a couple things that are in my control. I'm going to actually go sell more so I can backfill my accounts. I'm going to go out and I'm going to produce extra. That way I can backfill all the accounts that are canceling. I'm going to do a way good job, better than anybody's ever done in the history of the world, at solidifying my accounts. And I'm going to make sure my customers love me and they don't cancel. And my expectations are clear. And what happened to my sold to service ratio? It got way better. And I think I actually ended up selling even more because of it, because I chose to live on the right instead of the left. I chose the green instead of the red. I chose the crops, not the weeds. It's making sense. Head nods are good. What a blessing. Okay.
Bo, one sec, Bo. Hey, what's a training without a good double down, huh?
Double me down.
For like the rookies in here that have not like yet had an opportunity to knock, like this is like, probably the most important training that has yet been given on a Tuesday night. And, right, it's like, I could ask you, hey, raise your hand if you have the intro memorized, if like you have, your service memorized, if you can do the RTAC cards, right? I could ask you those questions and you could raise your hand. I promise you, all of that is worth absolutely nothing without Bo's training, right? It's worth nothing, right? Your ability to say an intro or to memorize like how to get through an objection or how to do a switchover, totally nothing without this. Totally nothing. And right, there's kind of a sequence in all things, and in greatness, there's a sequence. And yeah, there's skill, and yeah, there's will. But like this right here, guys, this is actually the secret sauce that Bo's going over right now. And Bo, you might end up spending some time later talking about ways that you can start flexing this muscle and having that skill. That might be in your slides, it might not be. If not, maybe by the end you talk about, okay, cool, we're not on the doors yet. How can we start practicing this? So I just hope like you guys are like locked in on this, right? Like scribbling notes like crazy, right? Like really thinking how you can like get this applied in your life. Like this is right here. This is the difference between the rookies who fail and the rookies who succeed, full stop. Your training is going to be amazing, right? Your skill is your sales process is going to be locked in and amazing. All of that will happen because your leaders are going to make sure you have that. The only thing you can control is you. And that's what Bo is just dropping absolutely bombs on, is how you can manage this. So Bo, massive shouts out to you. This is one of the best rookie trainings that I've heard, and I hope that you guys are like really finding a way to like feel this and understand it.
Thanks, Brock. Thank you. And guys, like I believe this stuff to my core. And like I said, the coolest part about this is like ultimately the choice is yours. Like you guys get to choose which side of the spectrum you want to be on. You get to tell the Cheshire Cat what road you want to go down. And what's cool is like we're just gonna give you the frameworks. And like I said, guys, like my rookie summer, I totally thought it was just a skill thing, which it is part of it, right? Like I wish I would have had it explained like this to me. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, I want to give you guys 4 years of like breakthroughs in these 40 minutes. So hopefully this is beneficial. Guys, going through here, right? Comparison. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Guys, if you're not joyful on the doors, you won't sell. Energy is going to sell way more than the pitch does, I promise. And this is ultimately protecting your energy. Now, if I'm comparing myself, by the way, I have tons of super competitive reps on my teams, and I love it. And I love competing, and I love winning. And I love sports. I'm a big sports guy. Like, this scratches my competitive itch, this job. And so I love competing. But guys, comparison is the thief of all joy. If you're comparing in the name of competitiveness, it's not productive. It's not productive. What is productive, though, is being married to a standard, right? Like Drew said, when I went out, I did 800K, but the original goal was a Golden Door Award. I wanted to go out on at that summer. It was 650K back then in 2024. So why did I do 800K and not 650K? I don't give an F about the plaque, respectfully. I don't care about it. What I care about is my standard. What I care about is what's important to me. And my standard was this, and those of you guys that are in Portland, they probably heard me say this a million times. And I said it to everybody on the team all the time. And my standard was this: I'm the first on the doors, I'm the last off the doors, and if there was a poll taken at the end of the summer, and every person on the team was asked who's the hardest worker on the team, every single person on the team would say Bo Barbin, and it wouldn't even be close. And I know if I did that, the goal would take care of itself, and I wasn't worried about the Golden Door. And so I went out and I did 800K, not because I wanted to do 800K, not because that was the goal, but it's because I was married to the standard of what a Golden Door rep is. Does that make sense? It's like, guys, if your goal is to go out and make 100 grand in 12 weeks, what kind of a standard does a person like that have? Insane standards. You got to be someone that's extremely valuable. What does that look like? Oh, dude, I'm great vibes in the car. I'm adding value to everybody, and I'm expecting nothing in return. I'm quick to the doors. I'm not taking 6 gas station stops on the way out. I'm not sitting on the curb, not once, not ever. I'm not sitting on the park bench. It's never a negotiation. I've already decided I'm not going to do it. The hardest door is the car door, right? When I get out to hood, that shiz is open. I'm hitting my first door instantly, and it's not even a negotiation. It's not even, like, these are the standards that you should hold yourself to. Because guys, if my goal is 500K or my goal is, let's say, 1 million, for example, I want to do the new Golden Door Award. How motivating is it to hit 1 million when it's in August and it's July? They're like, I wouldn't hit my Golden Door Award until August, and it's July 15th, and it's 105 degrees outside, and I'm sweating my balls off, and I've got told no 100 times in a row. It's like, it's not that motivating. What is, though? The standard that I hold myself to. The standard is going to get you where you want to go, and the standard should be dictated by you and you only. And you should stick to your standards, and you should never negotiate with them, not ever. It should be something that's constant all summer.
Bo, really quick. Guys, I have to double down on this one specifically. Like, out of the whole list, I'd probably say, like, this is where especially young reps, like, get crippled the most. And they cripple themselves the most, right? Like, well, bro, I'm not pacing up for my goal. Well, dude, like, I was selling more than this rookie. Now they're selling more than me. What the F? I wanted to be the top rookie. Like, guys, you should tattoo this. You should put it on every inch of your wall, on every inch of your mirror. I'm not married to a goal or an outcome. I'm married to a standard. Straight up. Like, guys, like, if you live by that principle, I promise you, like, the results and the goal and all that stuff will just be the byproduct. Like, it really, really will just happen. Like, this is what makes Bo so special, is he doesn't give a rat's ass about the outcome or the goal or the number or the plaque or any of it. It's the standard, right? And so it's like, I just, like, don't let that pass over your head. Like, that should be embedded all summer long. The second you start to compare yourself, it's like, okay, I gotta correct myself back to the right path. I gotta replace that weed with a healthy crop. I'm not married to a goal or an outcome. I'm married to a standard. I love it, Bo.
Thanks, Drew. Guys, talking about stress and anxiety, right? If I'm focused, like, let's say I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, bro, I hope I don't bagel today. Like, I'm so stressed that I'm going to bagel. What do you think is going to happen? I'm going to freaking bagel. Like, that's just how it goes. Like, for example, I'm like, hey, don't think of a pink elephant. Don't think of a pink elephant. Do not think of a pink elephant. What are you thinking of? A pink elephant. You just brought that shit in your life by, it's like a double negative. Does that make sense? So if I'm like, oh, I hope I don't bagel, I'm trying to avoid the bagel, I'm going to bagel. On the flip side, though, I'm here. Instead of being stressed and anxious about the unknown or an unpleasant interaction or any of the above, dude, I could be totally grateful and I could be totally fired up on the opportunity. Instead of being like, oh, I hope I don't bagel, it's like, oh, wait, dude, I ride around on a scooter with my best friends and I enjoy the sunshine and I talk to people and I make thousands of dollars a day. What a cool opportunity. Which one is right? Which one is wrong? I don't really care. Which one's more productive? I would rather be grateful and I'd rather be fired up on life. Because, guys, that's what's going to sell. When I knock on their door, I'm a ball of energy because I have no weeds in my brain. I'm not going to say I'm the most skilled, but I'm a ball of energy. And when I knock on their door, they buy my energy because I have no weeds in my brain and I'm replacing them with crops. I'm plucking them and I'm replacing. I'm not plucking and leaving because if I pluck them and I don't put something in its place, what's coming right back? The weed. And so I got to pluck the weed and I got to replace it with a crop, something that's healthy. Guys, at the end of the day, it's external locus of control versus internal. What's outside of my control? What's inside of my control? If it's inside of my control, what a blessing. That's productive and I'm going to focus on it. If it's outside of my control, I don't give a rat's ass about it and I'm moving on and I'm going to focus on something that serves me. And ultimately, the choice is yours. The Cheshire Cat's going to ask you, which road do you want to go down? Where do you want to go? And it should be really clear at this point. I want a clean garden. I want a maxed out will meter. And I know at some point, my skills are going to match my will, and that's what I'm going to freaking collect. And that might not be till June, and it might not be till July, but I know for a damn fact that it's coming. And that's what should fire you up and should give you tons of hope in the summer.
Bo, quick comment. Sorry to interrupt. I want to double down. Could you click back to the last one? So guys, this is rookie training. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name's Ben Egan. I'm one of the owners and president of the company, and I've done this for a long time. This shit's hard. This shit's hard for me. This shit is gonna be hard your whole life. So you can be here thinking, man, this is a rookie training. I hope the rookies learn this shit. That's the totally wrong way to think about this. every single person in this room should be thinking, okay, like, how can I get better at this? It's like, I'm thinking of things today that pissed me off, that I let piss me off, that shouldn't have pissed me off. I'm thinking of how I wasted time because I wasn't 100% focused. Guys, like, this is life. And who you're comparing yourself to and what you're comparing yourself in. It's like, yeah, I'm damn good at a lot of things. I'm totally ass at others. So I can be a star or I can be a total loser. It's up to me. The point being, guys, is if you're in this room and you're like, yeah, I get this shit. You do not get this shit. This is a lifetime journey of trying damn hard and putting the work in. And so if you're a vet in here, and it's funny, me and Drew and Brock are back here, and I want this to be way clear. It's like, honestly, rookies are typically pretty humble, and they can do this shit. It's the vets and people who have done it for a long time that have a hard time. And in Brock Greaves' words, which I'll back up, they're the ones who typically are the bitches. Full stop, guys. I'm just being honest. I'm just telling the truth. And so, guys, I hope you guys understand we are a company with standards. But more so than a company with standards, I hope you're a human being and an individual with standards. And I hope that you leave this company, and in 10 years, I will be happy, and I will know we've been successful if you're a human with standards. Guys, this is how you become impactful. First, you make the decision to be impactful to yourself. Full stop. Love you all. Let's have a great night. Bo is crushing. Do not forget this. Do not forget this when it gets hard. This is a massive, massive triple down, and let's have Bo finish with amazing ass energy. Let's give it up.
Guys, Ben hit it right on the head, and what's cool about this stuff is it's like the way you do anything is the way you do everything. The way you knock doors is the way you're going to show up in your marriage. The way you show up in your marriage is how you're going to show up as a disciple of Jesus Christ or whatever it's important to you. I don't really care. But it's like, guys, this summer can totally be life-changing for you if you let it be. And like, you like might sound dramatic that selling bug spray could change your life. It's not. I've seen it. And I have kids come up to me every year, and they hug me, and they're crying, and they say, thank you so much. This is awesome. Changed my whole life. And what's cool is I didn't do it for free. I made money while we're doing it. Right? It's like, but if you did it all for free, this stuff would change your life forever. Actually, it's changed mine, and that's why I still do this stuff. This is what I'm passionate about. Like I told you earlier, I'm not passionate about killing bugs. This is what keeps me going. This is what fires me up. And like, I don't know of a better opportunity where you can go learn this stuff, and more importantly, teach it to young kids so that they can go change their lives and the lives of others too. It fires me up. So if you guys don't believe me on any of this stuff, I'm going to prove you wrong right now. This is Dallin Peterson, the greatest rookie of all time. Actually, this is Dylan Thompson, the 8th greatest rookie in the company last year. This is the law of the harvest. This is, like I'm talking about having maxed will and max skill and a clean garden, no weeds. This is what it looks like. This is April, 6 accounts. Is that sexy? It's not a sexy April. This is May, 35 accounts. A little sexier. June, 52. July, August. Guys, look at this ramp. 6, 35, 52, 72, 90. This is what the ramp looks like. This is what the summer looks like. Where was most of Dylan's production coming from? July and August. July and August. When does my will meter tend to drop? June, July, and August. What did Dylan do? He hung in there. His will meter was maxed out, and eventually his skill meter caught up to his will meter. His garden was clean, and he ended up collecting. And by the way, Dylan made over 100 grand this last summer. Give it up for the guy. Let's go. Dylan is literally a walking embodiment of everything I'm talking about. Like, Dylan is one of the best humans that I know. He's a hell of a sales rep, and he's so good at selling pest control. But he's one of the best humans that I know, actually. And what's cool is I've totally seen him level up from one summer of selling pest control door to door. Now, this is Dallin Peterson. This is what his ramp looked like. For those of you that don't know, Dallin's the greatest rookie to ever do it. He did $750K this last year. No rookie has ever done that in the history of the world. Is Dallin Peterson above the ramp? Is he above the garden? Is he above the will meter? I don't know. We'll see. This is April. This is May, June, July, August, and September. Guys, this is the ramp. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It's not linear. I promise you're not going to go out there and go 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, unless your will meter drops. That's not how it works. I can tell if you're a guy with will, and if you're a guy with standards, and if you're a guy that chooses the green and not the red, if you're a guy that chooses the crops and not the weeds, I can tell by the way your data looks. Like, I can tell a ton about Dallin and Dylan Thompson by the way their data look, and it fires me up. It's like, this is how you go out and you crush. Dallin went out and finished his golden door in 2 weeks in September, so we did like 110 accounts in September, but this is what October, but this is what it looked like through September. So, how do I become a master gardener? Guys, you have to believe me. You have to believe me. You have to believe me. Am I right or am I wrong? I don't really care. Am I productive? Yes, and it's productive to believe in the law of the harvest. It's as real as the law of gravity. If I drop this clicker, it'll hit the ground. I know that if I go hard in April and May, I'm going to reap in June, July, and August. I know that. I know it. And I know you will too, but if you let your will meter go down, or if you let weeds overcome your garden, you're cooked. Guys, you have to understand it's a skill-based job, right? When you get out there, your skill is going to be really low, and that's okay. You got to give yourself enough time for your will and your skill to meet at the top. You have to give yourself some patience, give yourself some grace. Focus on things that are in your control, not that are not. For example, if I'm a rookie and I go out and I don't have the first day that I wanted to, am I in full control if somebody says yes to me at the porch or not? Am I in 100% control of it? No. Can I do things that influence it? Totally, 1,000%. I can stay in the ring, I can rack, I can negotiate, I can have good tonality, I can get a feel for the customer, I can get my skill to be really, really, really good where I'm capturing the most amount of deals. But why would I get super pissed and upset at myself and lose belief if I don't have the first day or week or month that I thought I was going to have? It doesn't make sense. The law of the harvest is coming, and it always does. It's as real as the law of gravity. Cool. Guys, you should have a sense of purpose. This is a big one. Guys, if your purpose is to come out and get a bag or get paid, I promise that's not going to be motivating when it's June 15th and it's 105 degrees outside. That's not going to be motivating because most of you guys are college students. You guys could probably all live off of like 15 grand. And come June or July, you've probably already made that money. So why would you keep going? All of your needs are already met. It's like, you should have a sense of purpose. You should take pride in what you do. You should have a standard that you rise to, not some money or goal or outcome. That stuff's all irrelevant. And that's fugazi. It doesn't matter. Guys, this is doubling down on this. You should be married to a standard, not to a goal or an outcome. Guys, I'm not, like if I'm a football player and I'm up 52-7, it's like the standard doesn't fall. The standard stays high. The standard's the same. If I'm a football player and I'm down 7-52, the standard's the same. It's excellence. It's perfection. And it's like, am I going to hit it every time? I'll do my darndest. Like, I will try hard as freak because my will meter is totally maxed out. Choose the story that serves you. Guys, there's always going to be two stories. And hopefully I'm not beating a dead horse. There's always going to be two stories, a story that serves you, a story that hinders you. Always choose the story that helps you. The Cheshire Cat's going to come to you in the summer. He will. And so there's going to be a lot of people that aren't here tonight, and the Cheshire Cat's going to say, where do you want to go? They're going to say, I don't know. You guys all know now. I need the crops. I need the green. I need the right side. I know exactly where I want to go. I'm married to the standard, not the goal or the outcome. Guys, my last point here is you guys should approach this as a life-changing opportunity because it is. Because it is. And it is if you let it be. If you approach it as a cash grab, guess what you're going to get? Cash. And that's it. It's like I would much rather you guys get cash and a changed life. And like all these skills that you can parlay into your next venture or double down and run it back and do this thing bigger and badder than anyone ever has. Like that's what the summer should feel like. It should be empowering. You should be done on August 15th, and you should be able to feel like the world is your oyster. You can go do whatever the hell you want in life. That's what fires me up. Cool. Guys, if you tend your garden this summer, what can you get out of the job? Guys, the answer is everything. The answer is everything, actually, and I'm not being dramatic. And again, why do I believe this? It's because it's my choice. It's none of your guys's. It's no one else's. It's not the operations. It's not your branch managers. It's not your managers. It's not Ben's. It's not Drew's. It's not Brock's. It's nobody's choice other than yours, and you get to go choose and have this summer be everything and be a life-changing opportunity. This bottom part here is a bar, though. is the choice is yours. Your summer will be dictated by your choices. Factual. Your summer will be dictated by your choices. Guys, always choose the story that helps you, not the story that hinders you. So this is me, right? This is why at the beginning of the slide, at the beginning I underlined 2024 and I underlined 2025. The reason that I did that, guys, is because this is when I really started designing my life. I designed my summer. I designed my life before my summer started. So this is my vision board in 2024. I made this probably in like November, October, maybe even September after my second summer going into my third summer, which was like my breakthrough. This is my vision board on the left. I wanted to go out and I wanted to win the Golden Door, right? I wanted to tackle it. And out of that, I knew that I would make really good money. I wanted to go invest like 250 grand that year. I was stoked on that goal. I wanted to do a marathon. What a blessing. It's cool. I wanted to travel the world, right? Like I wanted to go do the thing. I wanted to prioritize my wife. But guys, the most important thing on that board is my mission statement right here. These were my standards. These were my standards, and this is what I lived by. And when I'm getting crapped on, and the Cheshire Cat's like, yo, dude, where do you want to go? Oh, dude, I know exactly where I want to go. And like, it might seem cringy. It might seem like, you know, whatever, touchy-feely. It's like, whatever, I don't really care. It worked for me. I think it would work for you. This was my mission statement. I said, my relationship with God and his son is my highest priority. I work hard to have a deep relationship with them. Ansley's everything to me. I let her know daily. I'm a Golden Door rep and a world-class leader. I'm a smart investor creating wealth for my family. I prioritize my health and fitness in order to enjoy life to the fullest. I'm abundant. I'm Bo Barbin. I'm becoming the man I've always wanted to be. Guess what happens to my garden when I say that? Oh, dude, that shiz is spotless, and it's clean, and it has all the crops that I need to go tackle today. Guys, do you know how many times that summer? Where's Preston? Preston, I don't know if you know the exact number. You probably don't. How many times was I bageling at 6 o'clock? Tons. How many times did I go 6 after 6? Guys, that was my brand. I'm the 6 after 6 guy because that's what it's about. I know that the law of the harvest is going to come. I know it comes on a micro level. I know it comes on a macro level. I know it. I know it. I know that it'll come every day, every door, every summer, my life, in a year, in 10 years. I know the law of the harvest is real. And so it's like, I was the guy where it's like, oh, I'm bageling at 6. What story am I going to tell myself? Oh, this hood is so hard, dude. This hood is so hard. Gosh, man, like, I don't know if there's buyers in here. I don't know how anybody sold in here. How's there stars in here? I have no idea. Like, dude, this is crazy. I could have told myself that. Or I could have been like, hey, you know what? I'm actually good as hell at this, and I have tons of proof that I am. And so I know that if I keep rolling, that there will be deals that come, and I'm going to go crazy tonight. And whether I sell 0 or whether I sell 10, I don't really care, but it's not going to be because I didn't give it my everything. And that was my brand that year. I'd go 6 after 6 after bageling all day, all the time. And it wasn't because I bounced hood. It was because I stayed planted, law of the harvest, and I knew I was going to reap what I sowed all day. And I'm not leaving until I reap what I sow because that's what's owed to me because I've already planted. Does this make sense? So the invitation is this, is guys, I want you to design your life before the summer starts. I want you to design what your summer is going to be like because ultimately that's up to you. I don't want to tell you your purpose or why you shouldn't do this job. That's going to be a you thing. But you should design your summer, and you should have standards that are not only in your brain, but that are written out, that you have memorized. That when stuff hits the fan and they say, hey, you know, which way do you want to go? You know damn well, really clear which route you're trying to go. And for me, it was that. And it doesn't need to look like a vision board. For me, I'm a fan of a vision board. I created my life that year, and I went and executed, and I've never missed since. Cool. Guys, the second thing would be to fill your skill meter up pre-summer. Now, you guys are all here, so I know you guys are doing that. Continue to do that. One-on-ones with your manager. NZ. The new Grit U is dropping. Guys, you should totally be using that. That's such an awesome resource. Like, you guys should be all over Grit U. Fill your skill meter up as high as you can. That's going to pay dividends in the summer. Now, I'm talking a lot about during the summer. What you sow today, you will reap in May, June, July, and August. I promise. So sow today. It's your decision. Some of you guys will. Some of you guys won't. You guys are going to get very different results because of it, I promise. And then my last invitation is this. Guys, decide today to never let your will meter drop ever. More than anything, it's like I've given you the frameworks where you guys know how you can go out and keep your will meter high, keep your garden clean. At this point, it's just a decision if you're going to be down to do it or not. And there's a lot of you guys in here that maybe won't be, and that's okay. But a lot of you guys that are, it's going to change your summer, I promise. So if you want to learn more about this, this is my next invitation. As a Man Thinketh, Think and Grow Rich. These two books are awesome. They've fully been life-changing, paradigm-shifting for me. I would invite you guys, especially thinking as a man thinketh, I would invite you guys to listen to that on your way out to market this summer. It'll be so good, or you can read it. Either way is awesome. But guys, thanks for coming. Fired up on the summer. You guys are going to crush. Godspeed.
Give it up for Bo Barbin, huh? Okay, really quick, guys. Hold on, unless you want to be. Q doesn't want to be part of the Segway raffle. Q. This is a real segue. Oh my gosh, dude. One more time. Can we get a round of applause for Michael Barben, please? Oh, can you grab the hat? It's right there on that coffee table. Guys, like I'm not going to sit up here and ramble like the stuff that Bo talked about tonight, guys, like I hope you internalize it. And if you feel like you didn't get all of it, this recording will be somewhere that your manager can get it to you. Go and watch it again. Like the stuff that he talked about tonight, guys, like Brock was talking about, like we've trained on so much. I see so many faces in here that I see at the office every single day role playing. All that work, like, yes, it is for something, but it's actually worth nothing if you guys don't go and apply this. And if you don't choose now, like this is 90% of the job. And so, with that being said, wow, what a training. One more time, let's give it up for Bo. Okay. Let me see if I have. Okay, the online raffle, it's our guy, Benjamin Brown. Benjamin, I hope that you are watching the stream. I hope you reach out to Brooke Jensen to claim your raffle ticket or your raffle prize. Otherwise, it's up in the metaverse. Okay, first raffle. We've got this dope. I think this is, yeah, I think it's Aloe. Yeah, it's Aloe. Super rad, grit, windbreaker. Has a little black hit in the corner. Not bad. Let me get a slight role play for our slight drum roll for our guy Brock.
Kevin Glenn.
Yes.
Kevin Glenn.
Okay, Glenn, where you at? Let's go for the saltiest of the bunch. Give it up for Kevin. Briggs, if we can get some music. And then as I'm doing this one, guys, Chick-fil-A is in the back. Don't take more than, don't take more than you should. Let everyone get food and then go back and get seconds. Siegs, are you still right there? Or P-Man, could one of you guys grab this chair rack right here, and then could you two grab these two chair racks in this hallway and pull them out for us? Yeah, right now. That way we don't get bottlenecked like every single week. Okay. So we're really giving away a segue. Yes. Yeah, help with chairs, throw your trash away just like every week. Okay, let me get a drum roll. Let me get a drum roll.
Cameron Bachelor.
Where are you? Let's go. Give it up for our guy. Yeah, pull them all the way into the kitchen. Guys, that's it. Rack your chairs, food in the back, clean up, and please, please, please drive home safe. We'll see you guys at Summer Showcase next Wednesday.